Hello folks, welcome to my new video. Today with 300 HD Zeta one-click box. I'm really lucky to have a chance to get this one. If you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing to my channel and activate the notification to not miss any new content. So here is this beautiful one-click box, as usual for HD Zeta with this lenticular cover. It was released a couple of years ago, so many years after the initial release of the movie. One of those legacy editions where they release new editions for very not really old movies. Yeah, really nice. Unfortunately, there was, as far as I know, there was no such release for 300 Rise of an Empire, the sequel, for some reason. And here are, as usual, 3 editions. As usual, the 3rd edition is used for the extra stuff, like booklet and so on, hardcover booklet, and only 2 editions are different. So here's what's inside. As usual, the normal editions have a steelbook and a folder with different stuff. Begin with the full slips themselves. So here is this double lenti edition. It's as usual, my favorite edition because I really love lentis. Really well made with this blood splatter. And this is Blu-ray edition, and here's the 4K edition. There was never a 3D edition of 300, in contrast to the sequel, Rise of an Empire. And this is also just amazing with this partial gloss. Really nice. And here's the non-lenti edition that is used for the extra stuff. Also extremely well made. When sold separately, usually this edition has this very same content as the Blu-ray edition. So, as usual, I will show the steelbook, this exclusive steelbook, at the end of the video, and I begin with the extra stuff, with the folders. And this is a very new, really recent edition, because unfortunately this one also doesn't have a numbering card, which is extremely unfortunate. So here's what's inside. The HD Zeta editions got a long way since in the last decade, and got much better than at first, but this is most definitely not an improvement. And unfortunately, this edition also doesn't have those lenticular cards like Shazam edition or Ready Player One. Yeah, here should be a numbering card in the old editions. Yeah, but instead. So here's this folder, but instead here's only this strange cardboard booklet. With these thick pages. I don't know why this is supposed to be better. Okay, well, it's extremely beautiful with this partial gloss, and yeah, very beautiful structure. And here's also with the helmet. Folder from the 2nd edition, and here is no card either. So the 1st edition has a booklet and cards. I begin with the cards. Yeah, I begin with the cards. So the cards from the double lenti edition. A really nice movie that paved the way for movies like Watchmen or the Snyderverse. Very true to the comic, book, not very true to history. But I suppose, as in Watchmen, he used the actual comic panels as storyboards. So here are cards from the second edition, and then I will show the booklets and then the steelbook. Yeah. Here are the stickers. The same, yeah. Both editions have the same sticker. I really, yeah, gold label, yeah, right. I really love that that HGZ does have different versions of their full slips. Not one version. I probably would never buy a one-click of Mental Lab. Yeah, well, some people do it, and they simply let the steelbooks wrapped, the editions wrapped. But I don't see any point in buying editions to simply let them wrapped. So, and in the second edition there are two posters. The first poster and the second one, really big, pretty big, and with really thick paper. Really quality posters. Now to the booklets. The first edition, the lenticular edition. I don't know if it's the first edition, but it's the double lenti edition. Has a small booklet. Yeah, with a comparison, the comic and film comparison. I suppose it's excerpt of an art book. Yeah. That was used by several editions as far as I know. But really difficult to open. Tonight we dine in hell. I know the criticism of Zack Snyder that he is, well, somewhat superficial, and I really love, but I really love most of his work because I really love his style and his vision. For example, Watchmen is one of my most favorite movies of all time. I love a lot what he did with Snyderverse. For me, at least, it's unfortunate that Snyderverse got cancelled because the cancelled projects were really promising, like the second part of Justice League or Crisis of Infinite Earth was planned as a movie. It's really a shame. But something like Sucker Punch, I really like the style. But this Sucker Punch was written by, not only directed, but also written by Zack Snyder, and well, it's the story is not my favorite. He's not the best storyteller when he writes the story himself. Amazing imagery, and really masterfully translated to screen. The comic, yeah. Way ahead of its time visually. You can see that it was made in the 2000s, 2006 to be precise. For that time, it's amazing what he achieved here. Yeah, and The Rise of an Empire was also really a nice movie. A really good sequel. Unfortunately, it flopped. It was not only a sequel; it also was a prequel. I suppose this booklet was also already used in other editions. That's well, that's at least my criticism in all those full slips. In contrast to example for something like Arrow that makes its own discs and produces its own booklet and its own writing. The full slips are only about packaging falls. They are only about packaging. The discs are all Ripex, and the booklets are all reused from some other material, from art books, or they simply collect some promotional photos and combine them in a booklet. Unfortunately, but well, style over substance here. Yeah, this is this strange cardboard booklet. It's not that ugly. It's like some cardboard cards with this nice 300 backside combined to this kind of booklet. The problem is not the thing itself, but the problem is that HGZ replaced all the other stuff with this booklet. In some cases, even the complete folder with cards and so on was replaced with this kind of thing. For example, in the Tenet edition, in some of the Tenet editions, and in this case, it replaced a collection of lenticular 3D cards, like in Shazam or Justice League or Ready Player One, which is extremely unfortunate. Now to the Steelbook. Yeah, and there are two. Yeah, well, in the first edition is still is the Steelbook with a Blu-ray, and I opened only the 4K Steelbook. And here it is, an exclusive Steelbook. It's really a beauty as usual with debossing. I mean, with debossed 300 title. It's so beautiful. Here's the back side, and here is the spine. Gold label, sticker. It's really hard. It's metal, actually. And here is the inside artwork. Really nice. Yeah, I had yeah. Here is only one disc. So there are two slots. Suppose in the other one. There should be 2 discs with a Blu-ray and bonus features. I already have them in another edition, so I let the one wrapped, and that's the way that I always do it. If I let something wrapped, that's always because I already have it somewhere else. For example, yeah. So folks, that was it. That was my unboxing of this beautiful one-click box by HTZ 300 one-click box. I simply love this lenticulars with this splatter effects. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite, how did you like this edition? And which is your favorite film by Zack Snyder? Is it 300? Mine is, of course, Watchmen. Of course, for me. I know it's not. It's also somewhat controversial. Some really hate Watchmen for some reason. So, folks, that was it. Till the next time. Bye bye.